Jormungandr the Midgard Serpent, also known as the World Serpent, was the child of Loki, the god of mischief, and giantess Angrboda. Jormungandr stayed in Asgard for some time, until he grew too large, and the gods banished him to the oceans, where he would grow so big, he would wrap around the world, and bite his own tail. Jormungandr caused chaos among the gods as much as he could, due to their mistreatment among the giants. But out of all the gods, he hated Thor the most. A story that can depict their hatred is Thor's trip to the Jotnar, the land of the giants. Thor and a few gods come across Loki's castle. Once inside, Loki demands Thor carry out a handful of tasks for his respect. The first task Loki gave Thor was to lift up his pet. Thor laughed and proceeded to lift, and to surprise, he could only lift one of the cat's paws. Thor's second task was to drain the mighty drinking horn of the giants. Thor, known to be a man for drinking all the time, started to drain the horn, and as he kept drinking and drinking, there was no end. To his companion's surprise, he failed this task as well. Thor became enraged and demanded Loki let him battle his strongest fighter. Loki laughed and told his old elderly nurse to face Thor. And as the two fought, Thor just could not seem to do any damage no matter what he did, and then he eventually collapsed on the floor. And as Thor is leaving, Loki admits that he played a trick on him. His house cat was actually Jormungandr in disguise, and then what Thor thought he was drinking was mead was actually the ocean. And then when Thor fought against the old woman, he was fighting old age. And as no one could beat old age, there is no way Thor could win. Thor, furious, tries to strike Loki, but he vanishes before Thor could do anything. But because of Jormungandr's participation, Thor vowed to kill him, which comes with the next encounter of Jormungandr. When Thor was fishing with the giant king Hymir, he used a special lure and bait to attract Jormungandr. Then when Thor felt a bite, he immediately pulled him to the boat they were on. Hymir knew the fight between the two would sink their boat, so he cut the line, and Jormungandr escaped. Thor, enraged, strikes Hymir so hard, that knocks him overboard, and it is said Hymir drowned at sea. Jormungandr decided to retreat to the deepest parts of the ocean, until his next encounter with Thor, at the Battle of Ragnarok. Gjallarhorn is sounded, and Jormungandr rises from the oceans, fated to kill Thor, as Thor was fated to kill Jormungandr. And as Jormungandr and Thor clash, they would eventually kill each other, marking the end of the Midgard Serpent.